I really don't care about the children. I only have pictures of my dogs up in the apartment. My grandchildren don't feature in there at all.
Yeah, so Nick, you follow that story? That's crazy. I read the newspaper that, I read that story. Oh my God, so I put my list on, my name on the adoption list. I had an opportunity to go, but
Hi, Debbie. Hi.
Oh, look at the baby.
so we didn't go.
Yeah.
I adopted from my dog.
Oh, my
And I
God.
need to, you know, so we went.
Because I had called the
No, we but they released.
Violation.
Circus. I never use that for this.
You know what I mean, that dog is?
I know. She loves, well, she hangs out at Costco.
Which one?
Well, she wants to play with, she wants to play with Angel, but Angel hides now because Princess fights Angel, and Angel plays with him.
Yeah, because, yeah,
So,
Princess is very, very young.
but she'll, but Princess will say, she's really, really.
I know. It goes all the way back
Oh, I mean,
to-
you were the person that told me on the phone.
Probably on the first.
Oh.
This one's.
Yeah. Let's do it.
Second quarter, or the third quarter. No, but this is a quarterly meeting, a board of directors meeting, starting at, call to order at 6:05. And I'm gonna call roll call.
Your choice.
I am Susan, who is the manager, and the regional manager. And we have a quorum. Approval of the March 30th minutes, I gave it to you in the board package. Over it. Approval, whatever you guys are going over again. I'm sure I did before you. Second. Second, yes. All in favor? Aye. All right, so the first agenda item is just to go over the building insurance. Review the insurance. And I attached the premium for everybody can hear me, we're just going over the insurance renewal for 2026, 2027. There's a saving on the insurance premium overall of $79,070. So that's good. The flood insurance went up slightly, up $2,000, but that's not terrible at all. So, for the most part, property went down, equipment breakdown went slightly 900. Liability went down by about $3,000. Went up slightly, but overall, the insurance premium decreased so much.
Decrease.
Correct. Yes, yes. So, yes, that's good. So any questions from anyone about the insurance premium policies?
Are all the limits in the community cycle from the now?
All right, so we're gonna get a slight update on the pool renovation.
It's completed.
This is 5 coats of waterproofing. Right now, they came today and did 3 additional coats for waterproofing. Until the waterproofing is complete, they cannot diamond right the pool. They did 2 coats the week before we filled it up. Got a lot of leaks, they're gonna drain it. They came back today, we're gonna do it Saturday, but it rains here all weekend. They came back this morning with 3 additional coats. They will not be back until Thursday. So it has to dry, it has to seal. When they come back on Thursday, they'll fill it up again, make sure there's no leaks. If all good, then they will drain it. It has to dry, then we diamond right, put the strip of towel in the pool, and then we get the inspector up and say, yay, we're gonna fix this, we gotta change that. So hopefully there aren't any further delays, but of course, we're not gonna reopen on the 6th because I'm possible by that. So this is the second time. So
They had to remove he was telling me they removed 5 layers?
They did.
Crazy.
they did a lot of things. They did a lot of layers. Are gonna get brand new stairs, a brand new rail. They also had to do some electrical wiring, just so
A lot.
ground wiring on the rails, just so that.
One bread.
And we elevated the engine of the pool, open, so it looks really nice. I believe that when it gets diamond right, it's really pretty, so I think it's gonna be great. Also, the pool company is going to acid wash the deck as a part of the process, just to make sure that everything looks really nice and clean. So when they get done, I think after we diamond right or before they diamond right, then they'll acid wash, put everything in here, and just let it dry for a day, and then everything will be nice and pretty. So.
I was just asking about the it's usually a 3 month.
Yes.
So if it rained this weekend, back to take that.
Well, he can't, it rained this weekend, so he did the 3 coats today, and he said he'll be back on Thursday. So for 70 hours, and he needs to wait to come back. So hoping that there's no additional rain for the remainder of. So that's what he said. He comes
I get
in.
the 4 pictures.
Yeah, but the good thing is we are the adult in Port Lauderdale, that's why the beach is important. We don't get as much rain everywhere else, so let's hope that it keeps back on.
Yeah. So any questions with the pool? Anything I missed? We are gonna have to add locks to the top of these doors. The city will not. What it is we don't want kids running out to go to the pool. So we're not gonna put key fobs. We actually put a lock to the top.
That's where.
Yeah, the doors on these doors right here. These doors right here. and go through and run and fall in the pool. So we're gonna add a little lock up at the top, so that children cannot just reach out.
Has three doors.
Yes, these 3 doors that will, and activities, so we're gonna go ahead and do that before the inspector came out, the pool vendor let us know that they're gonna look for something. So we're gonna try to fix all what we need or what we think before they come out and try to hold the pool to the pool again. So they have to get the pools open. I'm hoping that it'll be done by the end of August. I mean, as long as there's no pickup city saying, no, we have to wait, we have to fix that. It is projected hopefully before the end of the month, but I will give a date if I know it's gonna take longer, hopefully.
I don't think I think the city group should be okay. Yeah, he was saying it's a lot. So I wouldn't anticipate.
No, he said it seems, it says as long as we have the latches, we should be fine with everything else.
It's not like that in the fires. They always.
We just had
That's
that.
I confronted the guy, he wasn't the main guy. I confronted him. No matter what, every day, that applies.
All right, so we good with the pool update?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. All right, so next we're going to the rules and regulations.
Before we start the rules and regulations or part of the rules and regulations, we have not had an arbitration committee for a very long time. And Debbie kindly offered to be on this committee along with Ken. He's been living here for years to rebuild the board, and Erica. I got 3 people. So we now can enforce fines if we have to give them, when we give people violation letters. At last, I need to say thank you because we've been trying our best to get this started. We all agree, do we all agree that this should be our?
Of course, yeah.
We have to vote them in. Okay,
We're gonna nominate,
Erica, please, Debbie, and everybody in favor.
Chris, yeah, I mean, I don't think it's ever gonna get, none of us think it's ever gonna get as a party meeting.
We just want
There's
to
gonna
vote.
be irrefutable evidence.
Correct.
If it gets that far.
correct,
Right. Of course.
Okay, and that's just the tip of the iceberg because we do have quite a few ongoing problems in the building with following rules and regulations. One is dogs peeing on the property. And I think that when we have tenants that want to listen to us, we're not going to renew their lease. They keep taking their dog outside to pee. The residents will have to go before the arbitration committee if they don't stop. And that one thing, what's the
garbage. Now, everyone just throwing garbage down the trash chute without being in a bank. So, and you're, I don't, not anyone sits there. I didn't see anyone, so I'm not anything.
Smell it.
We only looking at you like, yeah, you don't do it.
It's not just for any furniture, pool, chairs are being thrown down the small trash bin. So it is damaging the chute itself. And I think it's important for everyone to understand that that cost to repair your trash chute is going to increase your
Can we do a newsletter? Because now I'm thinking
It's not
about it.
like this.
When you go on email, when you and I interview people, that's one of the things that we do see. Don't clog our trash.
Don't put us over down the street.
Next, he suggested something that I'm just gonna bring up, we're gonna leave a sample at the front desk next quarter. That has, I don't care if people think they don't have money and they can't afford to buy a garbage bag, you know, we want to keep them on, for God's sake. That community does not allow you to put trash down the trash chute or anywhere unless it's in these bags. What they are is a garbage bag and you put it like a zip tie and it can't come undone. They're pretty big. They stop all the cockroaches, they stop all the problems that we will have. So I'm gonna suggest, because I can't make it a rule,
Yeah, you.
I'm gonna leave a box at the
You know,
front
supply
desk.
them, but I just think that.
I'm gonna leave a box at the front desk. Five garbage bags, but they can afford to live in a condo here, my God. Don't do it, but the rest of the people who care about the building and care not to have roaches in their houses, we're gonna put a sample of these garbage bags at the front desk and tell you where you can buy them. They are apparently wonderful. Quite a few communities are now adopting them and demanding them for use because they have the same problems.
So that's the issue also with the text. When you're throwing things down the trash chute that are not in that, it's the chute from the wall and that's how, that's why the bugs are coming off floors.
So then you put it in a grocery bag, and the grocery bag gets caught. So all the just comes out.
And then you have to understand, on the weekend, there's also the smell of food and complain about it. When you're throwing garbage down the chute.
You might as well be in the garbage.
Yeah,
Right,
there's no
right,
fix.
right.
So, it's just to be monitored. Bags before you throw it down the chute. And I've had last week, I said, I've had pictures of people not even putting the bags in the chute, just leaving it right in the chute, so. That's it.
But sometimes the other thing is when you shoot, and I don't know if it's depending on the weather, it's sometimes a lot of wind and
Yeah.
snow.
Yeah.
And you're the way to get.
Well, it's if they leave, well, during the day, they open, they have a roll-up door, how they. So, it's closed, it's open.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they're working down there, so it's, when they're working in the building, they normally close it, or at least close it down as much as possible.
But don't they say it's a trap door, right?
It's
No, not that, in
No,
the chute.
oh, in the chute.
Yeah, that's a hard, there is a door that stops.
When they look at the Friday, and then how often is the company coming once?
Which comes
That's-
There's like a trash company that sprays.
Oh, they clean the chute or they It's wait a- for the
No,
car?
so it's a spray that in the trash.
It's an automatic.
It's an automatic. It sprays
The other way,
automatic. That's in the garage, in the room where the trash is. You can leave every.
If we could get everybody to use those garbage bags, this conversation would be done. If we could get everybody to use it, and stop doing nonsense.
We'll take any bag. Just
Just get them in a bag.
Those bags are great, but
Just put them in a
Don't,
bag.
don't throw it to the. Right, you don't say anything before you clean it.
Also- Yes, I did, and we have it in the, we just put it in the elevator as well. Also, recycle the boxes. You have to break down the boxes, you have to walk them downstairs. So that is another thing. You buy-
What do they do, they're giving us a problem, waste management?
So there's a lot of contamination, like, things that don't belong in recycle in the recycle bin. So there's a thing on the truck that tells us.
So you put your box of plastic inside of it and styrofoam inside of it and dump it inside of it, we get fined. So it's not me or you, it's everybody in the building. So every time you think you want to do nonsense, ching, it comes up.
It's gonna cost you, increase your fees for waste management. So it's very important. You have a box, just break down the box. You have the styrofoam separated, throw it in the trash, but you have to be mindful because a lot of people continue to box and also find stuff down the trash. That is also ripping the chute from the wall.
Do we have a camera facing that about that? I mean, like action facing that, because from now on, where we put the trash, if we had a camera facing it. All right, so from now on, that's fine, $100.
Now we can.
So the contamination could be something. Putting your titles in one of those. I get it, recycle,
Yeah.
that's considered contamination, shouldn't be in the bag.
But I think from now on, we will charge people, well, let's go to one, that's a nice, $150 every time you put something that's not supposed to be there, no camera, and you have to take it out. Because it's costing all of us.
I don't know the way that that's time to go into it. I'm all.
You and Octavia spent $1 on safety. No, that will stop it. Money is the only thing that affects these people.
I think it's all about how we show the video.
I think some
People, the
people-
grills, we never clean the
Money
grills.
is-
We would have a
Just-
video.
Just out there. Because I said something, I lived here for 10 years, I'm doing, and I said, but you're not supposed to put the plastic bag in after you throw in your cardboard. And they gave me a hard time, so I walked away.
That's the only thing you can do.
And that was it, but I don't think people actually realize that it's only now cardboard, because at one time, it was multiple things.
Yes.
But now it's
Changing the
only
rules.
cardboard.
Maybe we can put up a big poster with pictures since people don't understand
Exactly.
words.
I mean, a fix
Scratch
to
and
that
sniff.
is, I was looking at the contracts to see, trying to see if we can get rid of recycle and just get an extra garbage bin because. it's
Whatever
going
works
to
out the
eliminate-
easiest and best
city
and
won't-
cheapest
Fort
way
Lauderdale
is the
won't
way
let
we
you,
should go.
Maybe Fort Lauderdale won't let you, I know.
Okay, so what I want to know is this, legally, they cannot force you to have recycling. I mean, if we hired an attorney and she said, "Oh, the city of Fort Lauderdale, or state of Florida does not have recycling contracts with anybody."
It's only going to get worse, we don't have enough land for us.
Okay, but they don't have a
So
contract, so how can they
recycling,
force
it's
us?
going to be more and more enforced, so they have to. So it's going to only get worse because of forcing.
Currently, they say that they are trying to get a contract, but what I'm saying is this, how is it that waste management can force me to have a recycling bin when I know it is not being recycled? They need to be taken to court. How can you make me
I
pay
think the
extra?
county was just a, they refused having us to approve.
Okay, but at this moment
Oh, this
in
was
time,
recent.
I shouldn't have to pay for it because it's not being recycled. I read that, so I'd like to take them back to these. Okay, that's a big deal.
I have a question on regarding rules and regulations. So regarding having somebody bring a trainer here to train you, or having a trainer.
So there
First,
has,
you have to-
there hasn't,
Some type of things like that.
no, there hasn't been anyone that's been training outside people here. So there is a trainer that lives here, and she trains people that also live here, but no one from the outside is coming and being
It's like
trained.
running the business.
Okay,
Yeah,
what
that was a
about-
thing years ago.
It has not,
And what about people who live here that want to bring it out?
lives a liability.
I just want
But they're
to.
allowed-
I thought we were allowed to. I couldn't know.
I thought you were.
I think we were allowed to.
I thought you were.
We had that. I don't, what would be the problem?
Community or they're allowed unless they provide them.
Ask the resident.
Yeah, for sure.
They have to pay a TV.
Yeah,
It's a
Joe,
whole-
yeah.
I don't have any contracts now for that. I don't know.
The only one, the only one I know, I met here, Joe,
Yeah, Joe.
used to live here, he doesn't live here anymore, but he trains one of the guys in the group.
So maybe the commissioner, you're here or something, that could be a huge liability or.
Personal trainer. We can find out. This is not nature. Yeah, fine.
But I do believe that if you can, you can.
And have a you know.
But I know one lady, and she trains who actually live. And the only one that I'm aware of. Yeah, so currently I don't know of any other.
Does
Yeah,
does she share them?
that I don't know.
Because
She may.
make sure that you have certification.
Yeah, yeah, she does that. Okay. All right, so let me just touch back on the rules and regulations, the dogs, we went over it, but if you're walking, a lot of residents are walking their dogs behind here, and letting them pee on the wall, just pressure the neighbors. And along the side of the building and in the front and front of the pillars, they're just letting, if you're walking your dog, you're just letting the dogs pee. I mean, it is unhealthy, it's unsanitary. There's doggy bags right there, and there's grass on the side.
And if you can't walk your dog, you need to give it up for a dog. We have a particular system, we saying I can't walk outside, it takes his dog, and it cannot continue. It can't continue.
We also put bench chairs in the birch lot for anybody who wants to just let the dogs run, so the board added bench chairs, whatever their school, the birch lot, like, just kind of go back there and let them, so just remember, if you do facilities.
Yeah.
Well, it's cool.
What we do is put the leash back.
Well, that
The car gate and the pedestrian gate are working.
Can I just ask, if the dog does have an accident outside, and I think it should be the owner's responsibility to take the hose.
It's happened to be.
Oil leaks. It oil leaks. We just pressure wash. I had a resident on we had pouring oil. Use some but I stick it up. It needs to stop.
So the process is sort of that board has to approve the fine first. It's then it goes.
This is Aaron's phone.
But if you don't have
There's a process, but that's the
Yeah. No,
Okay.
I'm talking about the final.
Oh, it's not.
I think, yes.
Where do you guys
Do that fine, and then it can go back.
We write a list of 5 or 10 behaviors that would generate fees, and then we don't really, there doesn't have to be any, with board members, like, can we fee?
No, but you have to, so it has to come to.
It still has to be adjudication.
Of course, right, and I'm saying,
Maybe
right.
say you have to go to say, yes, I want to.
Right, to answer what is.
I also,
Yes, you are.
and it was the board, right? And the users. You follow the instructions or to pay the fine, it goes to the. And let me tell you, the arbitration, when I was there, it was very successful, because some people who received the fine, aggravated. And
The only way to actually document.
and it was documentation, and let me tell you, the people that came to the arbitration, and they refused to pay or to follow the guidance, they were really fine, and they had to pay. And it was, when
It
I
goes
was
back on your letter.
very successful, yeah, so it's a little different now, so through the years, but they changed the process. No, they changed.
And we have a list of things, like, for example, I have a particular person, and persons have two people in this building, I'm not calling any names, that throw cigarettes over their balcony. I have to have my staff, okay, but I have two in particular, and I have to have the staff go and clean these cigarette butts beside your village will be burnt constantly. I have to have this, from now on, throw a cigarette butt over, $150 cleaning fee. The dog on the I want cleaning fees.
Let me say something.
If it's somebody authorized, right? You have rules.
The thing that we always say is, even if you see somebody do it, they'll say, what are you gonna do, like, you're gonna test the cigarette butt for genetic, like, like, really.
That's the same thing with
Crazy.
That's the same thing with dogs. How
Yeah.
can you-
All for it, the
Well,
management, the
I
leadership
have
of it.
something. When it's come to the arbitration committee, first of all, you have a written notice, by manager, say, this is what we need, and the proof of that. And then, this is in our recommendation, this is the money you're gonna pay, it's in there.
That has to
So
be
it
done.
is happening, I think, that.
Which should be $100 across the board.
Oh,
You can't go more than that. You find $100.
Yeah, there's a cleaning fee.
And
I
then there's
want
something
cleaning.
completely separate, which is a cleaning
That don't need any,
for certain
don't need
things,
anybody.
like garbage.
Don't need
Correct.
car oil, car oil. Car oil is a $500 fee.
Well.
When you look at a building that's gone from being a trashy bunch to somewhere where people have pride, and you watch somebody like you go out, it's hot as hell, and you put up the bucket, it's kind of building. And your apartment is facing that, and you can then take your and put it up, all over that, and not give a hoot, not give up. Yes.
So,
But the point is, you don't only get a letter, you need a $500.
but you should at least first one that has to be going to do.
Well, look, no, we're gonna want everybody, we're gonna get together a list of cleaning fees for everything that everybody does, and you think we need cleaning fees for, I'm publishing, handing it out, and if you want your.
So our rules and regulations.
Absolutely.
What?
Ours is.
Wait, cleaning fees?
Yeah. The document, some.
A cleaning fee is just a cleaning.
Yeah, but you can't. Just remind
We can leave it, let's do it.
But. you
We can do it.
All right.
Yeah, realizing your rules, doesn't need to be found out.
It's just rules. For the board.
No, actually, no, no.
Oh, no, that-
Yeah, ours is association.
yeah.
Yeah.
Plus, we had a really board that would just change whatever they want. So we said no. Not that we can't get 50% plus one to do it. It's a little bit of a process.
I think that the time is we need to revise the rules, because things were taken out, like, for example, a previous board, we have no idea which one took out that you can, problems we have found when we need to move cars to the back lot to clean things. Put those rules back in. I think there are quite a few things that we comfortably have. I think there are a few things we need to add into the rules, and I think we should send a link to the community at large, asking what do they think should be included in the rules, because I'm sure everybody cares about the building.
2 years,
23.
3 years, 3, I think.
Yeah.
And you remember the smoking things in there, that thing.
Yeah, I think we need to ask for the input of everybody in the building, because everybody has.
The cigarette butt issue should, the fine should be a lot higher. I think it would make the guys think a few times.
I don't disagree.
I don't have a limit. I think it's ridiculous.
The Christians are allowed out. It's a whole-
I have got, I'll be honest, me personally, because I've lost, I don't know if you all know, I've lost my hearing on this side because of smoking, because I've been able to. I am asking, maybe what we should do is go to a non-smoking building. I would give anything to be in a non-smoking building. It saved my life.
I get it.
It's
I
also
get
a
it,
fire
but the
hazard,
others
yeah.
are making it, because my neighbor up to the last time she was here was smoking, and the neighbor downstairs had to come and say, my house smells like an ashtray. The whole hall was stinking. I was getting sick for breath.
Commercial buildings in 20,000 tenants. Smoking, there are people working for them. Stop. We can really go, you know.
Right, if you're gonna do, like, if you're gonna go to the forward, new tenants.
Can't grandfather, who's gonna track, yeah, who's gonna track that?
Right.
You can't. No smoking.
Well, that's how we have
That's how we
it.
have it now.
But they don't follow it.
But nobody
And
follows
I-
it already, you know. so
And I
that's
am
the problem.
constantly told, because I end up in hospital every time, okay? And I'm constantly told by management, and there's nothing we can do, we've tried everything, okay? So there's nothing we can do. What can we do?
Well, you can't.
Now,
And
But
here's what
that's,
I was told.
we did try that even. We did try.
And Mario, he
You have
kept
a
telling
complaint on the
me,
second floor. Did they know that it's on, did you get off? No, no.
okay, so you get off, you smell it, you knock on the door. You're smoking, no, I'm
You have no, you have.
This is
you have
good.
no-
I went to.
Yeah, that's what I get
But then
every
it's
time.
just a fine, right? That's what-
I mean, how do you find, how do you find, you can't really. I mean, honestly.
Well, somebody's moving in.
But that's okay, like this last time, thank God, and I'm sorry to say thank God, the neighbor below his entire apartment stunk of cigarette smoke. Came on. I didn't know it. I just went out on my balcony, asked him, breathing. And I had emotion, and my neighbor told me, "Are you smoking?" I said, "No, I'm positive you balancing." They went, they confronted the person, said, "I wasn't smoking." And it's that woman.
It's clearly see.
Yeah, I didn't say he opened, when they opened the door.
So,
Yeah, no.
what is that? That's a fine committee thing?
It's $100 per incident.
There's an injunction they have, if they keep doing it, right?
Yeah, but
You
you
could put a
could
leash on your
also,
property, but.
no, but you could then turn it over to the attorney.
But cigarette smoke has been deep carcinogenic these days.
Yeah.
I am living proof that it's killing. Okay, and I'm out there, and I also am constantly in hospital because of it. So at some point, I'm going to bring my medical files, complain that I've been to Mario on over 40 occasions and nothing was ever done. The building has never helped me, and here I am falling apart. I'm dying. My hair is falling out. I'm dying. What do we do?
I think you guys made the rule so that people can't move on the company, and that's what started throwing the button, which is the.
We
So-
tried to ask them, and I know of 2 people that do it constantly, and we can't get them to stop.
Yeah, but I think that's what needs
I
to
think
happen.
we
These
can
people
make
need to be aware of the danger they presenting. Because personally, I found a cigarette butt like right on my window one time because I don't have a balcony. Somebody threw it and all of them, like if it really snuck in 1 foot more, it will probably land into my mattress, right? So they need to be aware of how dangerous it is, and not just throwing a cigarette butt, hoping it's gonna land on the street and hoping.
Next door neighbors here are complaining that the quality of our universal units show, you know, those ball cuts. the groups with the holes from the cigarette butts from all the.
But then I said that my government, we got small, but they sometimes they probably, for example, I'm sitting in my body. I feel it. I have to go over it inside. So it is so difficult in terms of how to prove. Well, I think we can start now. Let's try.
Now that we find that they have come in.
We can make it like, we don't have to prove it out, right? Obviously, you're the only one in the history of doing it.
And on the northern side of the building, which is where you live, we have a serious problem there with cigarette butts. They've people's furniture, they've landed on your window sill. His furniture, another girl's baby cot got a cigarette inside of it, yeah.
See this person doing it, actually, we see him doing it, hanging on.
Yeah.
Okay, so if that's the case, then you're gonna see.
I'm on the beach and I got a picture.
I can live to tell.
You may not have a group, but you know, and send them a letter and say, it's been brought to our attention. Start the process. Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Sure.
Okay.
That particular person.
The one out of the 8.
See outside of your.
Keep repeating it from
Those cigarette butts, and they keep coming back. Yeah, it keeps asking for it to be clean, they keep asking for it to be clean. Terrible.
Alrighty, so we've gone through the garbage, the cigarette butts.
This is a gross issue.
Let's move on to something more pleasant.
So I have a question. Certain people have a certain amount of fines and they are just tenants. Can we not use those?
Yes, absolutely. I mean, no, not fines, warning. Yes, yes. I know exactly where you're coming from, yes, I
Yeah,
totally agree.
100%.
Yeah. Okay, something more pleasant, the elevator.
Thank you, Nick. Everybody, thank you, Nick. Amazing.
We're all done. Elevators are beautiful. Yeah.
And a lot less
It is
money.
very,
Yeah.
very important that all residents remember to not put the car.
Good reminder.
In this elevator, I think we're gonna have a.
You can also put the elevator on the
Elevator,
Should the service elevator not be working, you can only use the northern elevator. Whenever,
We put the pegs back in only so that the service is out, we can.
whenever the service elevator is out, the only elevator that you can use to put cars into is that northern elevator. You cannot go into the other.
Like we talked about, I think, yeah, we talked about, we got a couple of soft signs, instead of the metal ones. Shopping carts, the soft signs.
Yes,
So,
soft.
so we were thinking about getting maybe, some more of those, some smaller ones that don't have. Also, if somebody's gonna be jerking, use the front, at least, there's really gonna be. It's not like it's out there, you know what I mean? So, yeah, that's. Maybe you should just show a subscription, that's not,
We'll put it in the elevator, but it's just important that everyone knows, please do not. So you want to get it, you want. No, I know, but I'm just saying. Tell your neighbor,
That's the problem, you get somebody who like walks out, goes and gets a cart, goes to the front, starts moving, I'm like, in the back door, somebody should be speaking up.
Yes,
And
you
it
do
doesn't
stop
have to be the person walking through the hallway.
On the weekend, we have I think it I have seen drivers pull up in front regularly. Okay, so, and then, they had come in through the back and had gone to do that. So,
Any other questions about the elevator, because we will move to that. Next, so we did touch on auto parking enforcement, with a little bit of the rules and regulations, and, just want to thank everybody for the help and the cooperation when we clean up the garage. A few cars, but well,
but then the pool, water drain into the garage, the next day.
The building's cursed.
Yeah. They did a great job, we cleaned it out, but we did find that there were a lot of owners that just left their vehicles in the garage, they've just been gone for, a long time, so I don't know if the board has made that decision about if you're not going to be there long term, you need to park your vehicle in merch, have it covered, or allow them to keep it in the garage. Make a decision.
But I'm saying that might be, some people allowing them to say that can't be.
Sure, but they need to get a copy of the key as soon as we're gonna allow people to leave the garage. It's not a side parking.
And you can't have it
It's
on-
first come, first served, and everybody always gets in, they generally it's okay, but in a hygiene sense, is that if you're going more than like, I don't know, it's not that big a deal.
And if you're gone more than a month, don't leave your car parked. I couldn't.
It used to be, we
Yeah,
gotta go
it's
out
what it
to
used to be,
night.
because I remember when I didn't live here.
Okay, but somebody took it out. He went out and looked just there out of the blue. So what we're gonna do now is, when we read, we're gonna put it back in. We don't know how it's there, but it's there.
I think that.
We gotta send it out to get approved.
It's no joke, like it went from being here to not being there next.
I mean, if you're going to go to my back, then I don't think that's an issue.
No.
If you're going more than- then, the camera's there, so, you don't have to say, you're taking safety. When it comes in, so.
Have to be walking in the rain, have to be, it's very unfair.
So we'll start with this one.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's it.
Another thing I said to you, in a building I lived in before, we had a book, and it was in the meeting room, and the book was contractors, like you got your apartment, then you got your apartment, done, and you recommend Tom, Brown, Dick, Harry, whoever, and you just put apartment 2A or 3B or whatever, and you do the same thing. I got blinds done, I got cupboards done, I got plumbing, so
Community shared info.
community shared info. So you come from out of town, you just bought, it's a book there, you can go, oh, okay, cool, great. Car fixed, motorbike fixed,
Fine print to be-
Yeah, they can't- Work in the building.
So nothing to do with the building, but it's not recommending.
But I tell you, when I moved into that building, I got a laundry company, we picked up, I got closets, I was so happy I didn't have to do it. Yeah, because you know what she used to do? She used to roll into the swear God, we had laundry, and we just really close the laundry. She died, and the 5 was. I could put like $20 or whatever it was. Leave the money at it was gone. I love that.
That would work here. Suppose you be gone.
No, you want to Steve Preston. Look at the prison movie. Bring everything into the garage. Anyway, but forget, I don't know, other things would be nice for people to share. Yeah, and you know what, it could be on the table in the movie, just have it like, you know.
Open forum. Yes.
Yeah, I just wanted that. You know, we have cameras all over the building. Do they all work? What about the one in the locker?
There's none in the laundry room.
No, locker room. There's a lock, there's a camera right there. I was
There's two of them,
there.
there's two, I believe.
Yeah.
Storage room, the storage room?
Storage, yeah, I was told it doesn't work, because there's one right in front of my locker, and someone went in my locker and took stuff out of my locker. And they've never had a problem ever, and of course, now I'm locking it, it's my own fault. I have a lock, but I didn't lock it, I've never had to lock it, never had it.
I have to say,
And
my
then,
Christmas tree stand
and
and
then
then
someone-
someone disappeared.
and you know, it was a very expensive sand chair, not just a everyday chair. And
Did you? What is it?
And that's it. I mean, and it could have been narrowed down because I know that it was Tuesday, on Saturday it was gone, but I was told that, you know.
Camera in the hallway. So you would have seen this.
Well, right, first off, what is a department, secondarily, there is the making it look.
Nope. Hold on, I should tell me that.
Don't still
That
reference.
you can't
Yeah,
see.
Yeah, it should be.
It was not this past week, it was the week before. But I,
I told I did, and he said he doesn't, the camera wasn't working, he doesn't know how to.
Ivan doesn't really use the cameras much, so if there's
But
something.
if you report the date, time, and management.
Yeah.
I mean, I should give you the exact,
Was the
exact date.
Which one?
No, I know,
Well, we took care of it.
I know, this is what I was being so much about.
he had said his camera wasn't working and he didn't know how to.
So, yeah.
I'm so sorry, can you tell me what did you say it was?
So it was definitely, the chair was definitely there supposedly at July 25th. And the chair was definitely on July 25th. I mean, obviously blocking it, and, you know, it's only here for,
I called you within days, I went in and I.
12 years.
All my Christmas stuff on, but somebody left a candle, I swear to God. It was like they said, oh. I just stood there like, what the? Yeah, and I was standing there.
We're trading this with you.
I couldn't believe it. I'm looking at the candles and I'm thinking maybe I should use them to go put it on their head or something. I don't know.
It's also make sure the all security cameras.
Yeah, I was
I'm not
told the
being,
ones actually,
saying that there were times
that's
when
supposed
it's
to,
just reporting a chair gone, it's okay, but out of each chair.
I
Not
don't
being
need
able to do
to.
that is not an option.
I don't necessarily know it. I just think that.
So everybody, yeah, just, right, yeah.
Nobody told her, I'm just saying. I don't
Him,
think-
Will, everybody. Him, Jack, Will, everybody.
But that's, you know, because he doesn't have to do it. So,
As long as we know.
Right, I'm not being contrary, there could stand where, honestly,
police are here. And we have to, like,
Do they even have access to it?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, they have access to the monitor.
So they can. All four of them, you know, Jack. What does that do? Yeah, that's like a whole tutorial. They come in on one time, one day, everybody reviews everything together, and that's it.
He normally calls me like.
So I have another question. When you are reporting something, do you report to helping people?
Yes.
Or do you report to security to fill it out?
Either one, but I would prefer what is the best option when you feel like it's really important. And I have a what it is, I will put it up.
It's an immediate
Yeah,
issue.
they
And
have
so,
that, yeah.
what it comes out.
Yeah, go to the front desk and tell them, it doesn't matter who's there, they normally write a note, you can tell her, and I find out.
And my last thing is just on high traffic days or holidays. I think, and I already talked to you about this, but I think July 4th, when a lot of people are trying to get into the building, where a lot of people were parked in our parking lot, that were to watch fireworks. I was standing in the parking lot watching the fireworks, so I know what happened. And security didn't have a sense of food. So
That should happen.
So when Debbie told me about this, I had a suggestion. From now on July 4th, we lock the front doors. Therefore, if you
Yeah, I mean, I
don't
think
have
all
a
those public
car,
holidays, I
yeah,
think they should always
if
be
you don't
locked.
have a car,
No public bathroom.
Yeah, it's still up at the front.
Yeah, it's still, but on all those holidays, like parades, and all that stuff, just lock the doors. So I have to lock the door.
Okay, so we need to do that from now on, so that security has to buzz people.
I know we did that for the Aaron Food Show.
And if somebody dies,
Just like it. Yeah, like triathlon. All of a sudden, we're just gonna be crowded and they don't live here. They're gonna want, they don't want.
Also, somebody said, is this a good group? Maybe with like, something on the market, and maybe give a distance or something, because if they're leaving and then she doesn't recognize them, then she's not in it. If it's a big, small.
That's usually security, keeps track. I mean, look.
But that's part of a lot of people.
Well, they have to submit some.
They have
They give a list of their visitors, and when they rent this room, there is a list. There is a list of visitors who are
okay,
supposed
you
to
say
be.
when they rent the room, but I can tell you, I live here, and on the 4th of July or whatever, you might have a party, you might have a party.
But they come in through pool,
That's
pool,
what
and they leave, and most of them live walking distance, so they're not even bringing.
Okay, but they don't sign. Okay?
But they don't.
This-
You're not a region table.
Well, I think the issue is that they're not renting.
So we just cover some.
They don't, yeah, but they just don't normally, because they're coming with the order, they're not gonna sign it.
That's it, that's the issue, you don't have to sign it. So there's a lot of buildings, kids have to sign it.
Yeah, that is.
In Nashville, you come into license, the whole lot, and it's just,
It was like that some years ago.
yeah,
And
you
you
know,
have
it's
to show
just,
you.
there's benefits and there's.
If they're coming without.
Exactly.
Right.
No, but even.
You should say.
For the guests, my guests, I tend to go in there. They come back.
But I think what will really negate it is that front door and be outside.
Yeah. That's gonna get rid of, that's gonna get rid of the majority of that. You know, living this building, you're here, so you're gonna know about the vaccine, you know, so. Okay.
Thanks, everyone.
Open out.
Yeah.